Okay, good morning. And as you guys seen in the last video, if you guys watched it, I got a new third gen. If you guys haven't watched the last video, say hello to my new beautiful cabin chassis third gen. Well, you know, when I bought this truck, I was like, okay, cool, like a flatbed would be sick. I can load up pellets, load up mini excavators on it, whatever I want to do, and it will be amazing. Well, I came across a bed that I wanted to buy, and I was like, okay, we're gonna sell this bed and then go buy that bed. And somehow I listed this bed for sale, got asking price for it, and now I'm going to buy a new bed. So basically I just evenly traded this bed for a way nicer bed, which should look pretty sick on it. I'm not a fan of like this total flat deck. You know, I've always wanted a bed with like the toolboxes inside of it that comes back like this with boxes, goes down. Boxes all around there, boxes around there, boxes on the bottom, boxes in the back. And today's the day we're going to go get one of those. So, as you guys can see, we took the fuel cell off of it. We ended up drilling 3/4 holes for the fuel tank to bolt onto the bed. As you guys can see, there's a big 3/4 hole drilled through there to bolt the fuel cell on. And that lasted about 2 days. So now we are working on getting the rest of the bolts off of this bed. We're gonna grab the skid steer, or maybe the mini excavator, because you know the mini excavator and this truck are best friends, and lift this bed off, load up the gooseneck onto my brother's third gen, go for a little road trip, pick up the new bed, bring it back. Hopefully we can just slap it right on and it's easy. If not, we'll do some fabrication, but we'll get it on there. So the gooseneck's loaded up and we are currently headed to pick up this new bed, and hopefully we get it loaded up quick and get it back to the shop and we can get this thing thrown on, because I'm dying to see how this truck looks with this bed on the truck. There we have it, our new bed. Good afternoon, everybody, and today's a new day, and as you guys seen last night, we got the bed off of the third gen. That is inside the shop. We just went ahead and got all the wiring cleaned up on the back of it. My brother put loom all around it, spliced everything in. We did the new plug onto it, so this will plug into the harness that runs up to the gooseneck and to the trailer plug back here. That way everything works like factory. We rewired the trailer brace because that had a little bit of a problem, but that's all good now. All we have to wire is a reverse light into here so we can have reverse lights on the trailer if everyone wants to do that. Left that open for now though, so that should be good. But now we're getting ready to clean up the frame right quick. We got some new shocks right here for the back of it because I figured while the bed's off, it'd be easier to get right to the bolts for the shocks. Brand new exhaust is looking perfect, and we probably should have done this exhaust when the bed was off of it. It would have made it a lot easier, but we didn't. So good thing that's already done. Right here we have the new bed up on jack stands. We were just checking out the wiring, see what we have to do once it is on the truck. We have a harness right here that I'm still trying to figure out. I know this harness right here powers all these lights up here, and then these little chicken lights on the corners. We are probably going to add a lot of those little amber or white chicken lights to the side of it, because I like when everything's all lit up at nighttime, and especially with the trailer, it just looks a lot better overall. But right now we are going to throw these rear shocks on the truck and then go ahead and get this frame cleaned up a little bit and get this bed onto this thing, because I want to drive this truck again. It's only been like 24 hours I haven't driven it, but I'm getting impatient. So let's get these shocks on and then get this bed thrown onto it. The old shit cat to get it outside because the John Deere is somewhere beeping around. But now we can pull out the third gen and slap the bed on. I'm actually excited because it'll look a lot better than it does now. And we have a lot of cabinets and stuff to put things in. So we pulled the truck outside, it started raining, so we threw the bed on really quick and then just pulled it back inside. So right now my brother is working on getting everything out of the way that we need to get the bed on. That way we can put the holes into the mounts that are on the bed already. He also has to wire up the rear lights. He already started doing that. On that side there's some wires hanging. He's trying to figure out how to get power to that light up top, because we are going to change out that light this right there eventually. But for now we'll at least get power up there, so then when we do change out the light, we'll be able to just come inside here, flip this little switch right here, that'll turn on and off. These are the wires that run up to that, so once that's hooked up, that'll be good. We still have to figure out a piping situation for the filler neck, because on the old bed, it kind of just was hung up like that, but now we have a gas tank deal right here. So really quick, what we're gonna do is take the Bobcat, which is right here behind us, lift up the bed, and we kind of got to slide it forward because we had some stuff in the way, like I was saying, that he just got out of the way. I think it was just a bolt for the exhaust hanger on the inside, which we can always drill a new hole, put the bolt back through it, no problem. Yeah, I'm getting carried away with this thing already, and I cannot wait to have this thing all bolted down and use the bed, because now we have a lot of toolboxes and stuff to be able to put straps in, whatever we want. I think up here we have rock lights and a switch panel inside of here from Infinite, so that's cool. But yeah, let's get this bed bolted onto the frame and get these lights hooked up. Looks absolutely insane, and yeah, it was not fun to wire it up. You guys come back here. We got the filler neck all hooked up, so now we can pour our diesel into here. We have the beautiful transfer tank in the bed all wired up. I think it's wired up. Yeah, need to put a switch on that so no one steals my fuel. We have plenty of places for storage now. Every box literally opens up and locks. Oh, we got safety triangles for when the trailer's got a flat tire. My luck, when the motor's blown on the side of the highway, we can take this, however this works, set that up just like that. People know to take caution passing up this monstrosity of a 15-foot long flatbed. Now, my favorite part personally is all the lights, and my brother was already talking about adding in chicken lights like all over it. So like a chicken light here, like every point of the corner on this bed, adding a chicken light. But we have a lot of time into wiring up this thing, and in my opinion, it was well worth it. Besides, you know, I did notice that we now have a 3-inch receiver down there, and I don't own one singular 3-inch hitch, so go to the store and buy one of those. But yeah, I mean, I have literally storage all over this whole entire bed for days. There's nothing in here right now, but looks like it needs vacuumed out more than anything. Okay, so we just pulled the truck back into the shop. The bed turned out amazing. Everything works, and it's kind of weird having a service bed now, because I've never had a flatbed or a service bed or any of those things. In my opinion, this does look pretty sick. But there is one more thing I want you to do to this interior really quick, because you know, it has some vinyl junk seats inside of it, but that seat bottom on the driver's side is like probably a phone book thick of duct tape because there's no cushion inside of it, and it's very uncomfortable to drive it. So we took those seats out. We have power right here for the center console that we did a couple days ago. That plug right there is factory on this truck. And now we have a newer set of seats that are all cloth. They're not all ripped up. They're not the greatest seats, but until I get a black leather swap for this truck, these seats will work. Right now he is working on getting the wiring all hooked up so the power works at the seats. I don't think that plug matches this plug, so he'll probably cut this off, put new pins on it with a new end on it that plugs into that seat, and then we will have a little bit more comfortability driving this truck. But he's doing that. We're gonna slap those seats in. I have one more thing that kind of just spawned outside last night. I don't know where it came from. Actually, yeah, I do. We sat in the truck for 12 hours yesterday. So we got the new seats in. Unfortunately, as you guys can see right here, this side doesn't match for some reason, but it's a lot better than what I had inside of there. And like I was saying, I am going to black leather swap this truck after I get another project done on this build. So my plan is, and I came to the conclusion, the most that I will do to this build is probably do a leveling kit. I want to throw it on some 33s on these stock wheels because these are factory Alcoa wheels. So I think if we get them all sanded down and polished up, somehow get a nice center cap on there with a big spike and a 33, that would look killer. But it's a lot more comfortable driving this truck now that I have a actual seat bottom on it. Minus it doesn't match, but you know what? Eventually this truck will get there. I am working hard on gathering parts for this build. We already have a new grill, a rust-free fender. I don't know why we got those, but those headlights are ruined. And outside I have one more thing I'm about to actually pull inside to talk with you guys about, because yeah, we get carried away with builds very quick, and why fix my mega cab when we could just build another truck? So another big part about building these trucks is make sure they're like 100% rust free. Well, the cab I have now has a little bit of rust on it when I bought it, and I was like, okay, we can throw an outside rocker on it and then call it a day. Well, you know, once you have rust, there's no getting rid of it. So I went out and bought a complete rust-free cab. Now, if you guys look down here, you can't really see because it's on the trailer. There's not a speck of rust on it. It still has Texas sand on it, which is actually crazy. Underneath it is just dirty. It just needs washed off. And yeah, this is a factory diesel cab off of a 3rd gen. The same exact thing I have. So the dash, everything is identical to mine. This one actually has cruise control on the steering wheel. Mine does not because it's poverty. Unfortunately, this cab does have crank windows, but I can figure out a way to make them power, so you know we don't have to sit there and crank the window when we want to go up and down. The worst thing is rolling down this window. You either have to have someone with you or reach across and almost crash, and yeah, that's no good. Come over here. The hood on it obviously is garbage. This is a 5500 cab, so it has the bigger grill, I'm sure. I think. I don't know. Is that grill bigger than a regular grill? You don't know either? Okay. Well, I would assume that's a 5500 grill because I know the bumpers are different. It has all the wiring on it already. Obviously, you guys can see right here, this hood is garbage, but we are looking for an SRT 10 hood for this. I think that'd look pretty sweet on that truck, or just a regular cowl hood. I don't know what's down here. They cut the shifter cable. Oh, that's disgusting. They cut the AC lines, but that's fine. All of my stuff in my truck is like perfect, so I'll take everything off this cab. We'll paint it really quick, and then we'll throw all my stuff onto it, slap it on the truck, and we'll have a rust-free cabin chassis 3rd gen. And this door's smoked too, but the door on my truck's good. So we about have every part we need to complete the bodywork on this, minus the hood and the front bumper. I'm gonna order 2 brand new fenders offline because it's cheaper to buy the fenders new versus bodyworking the fenders laying over there. So that's the plan with the 3rd gen. It came with tow mirrors that you guys will never see up like that as long as I own the truck, because why would you fold up your mirrors? It looks like a freaking moose rolling down the road. It has a GPS tracking alarm on it, so if you guys try to steal this one, it probably won't go well because I'll just track it. Imagine the earth still tracker and we hook it all back up and someone can see where we're at. But before the video ends, I know you guys are probably curious onto what is going on with the silver truck. Here's like a little sneak peek of it. We have a whole video coming up on this build. Everything's back from powder coat, besides we are fighting to find the inner axle seals for it. So this is an 02 axle on the truck, and finding those 2 seals has not been fun, but as soon as we find those, we'll be able to finish the other video, upload that, and drive this truck. Because it's only been sitting here for about like a month, waiting on everything to get here for this beautiful lift. And if you guys look right here, it has really nice ball joints in it from CJC Off-Road. I've never used these ball joints in my life, but I guess they're rebuildable. And yeah, we got them in without destroying the axle, so that's a plus. We'll never take them back out. We can just take the top cap off, rebuild them, blah, blah, blah. Leave the tag on the shock so you guys know that they're brand new. Back here, new rotors, blah, blah, blah. Everything's powder coated. And then we have the big mega cab over here. The beloved monster truck that I probably can't touch the mirror on. Yeah, no. This is in for some work because having some driveline issues with the drive shafts and the drop box. But we got new parts designed. We're getting them cut hopefully this week. And then we'll be able to throw all these arms back on. Finish the steering. I think that's pretty much it on this build. I don't think there's anything else left other than just to bend a drag link for it. And then I can go off the powder coat and get off of these little blue jack stands. We really need to invest into a car lift, don't you think, Ethan? Yeah. So, get this out of the way, Put a big, massive car lift right here. And then probably get to work on that cab. So, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell your brother, tell your sister that I uploaded. And I'll see you guys in the next one.